Well, it took me a little longer than I thought it would, but I finally got around to posting this response to Gozar's top five worst anime finales that he's seen. I've seen quite a different amount of anime, but I'm not going to talk about much of them here. Otherwise, this is entirely unscripted, so I'm just going off of what I'm thinking right now. I'm also going to throw in a couple of ones that I think and why they're reasons. Uh, I've gotten our 20 animes that I've got listed on my favorites page to have to go through now. Uh, and I'd like to get back to my Ranma. I'm watching the entire fifth season, so let's get on to with this. I'm going to have to agree with Gozar on the Lupin the Third finale. I remember watching that one, and it kind of just stuck out to me as odd that you wouldn't have the main characters actually in the episode until the near end. But I really don't know what else to say about that. I just have to simply agree. Uh, but I do get to watch Dragon of Doom later. Maybe tomorrow night. I rented that one out because I haven't seen the series for probably over a year. I haven't seen any Lupin, so I definitely got to get back into that. I've been into a lot more New Age and a lot more visual novel based stuff. I'll actually talk about that later. But here, let me get on to the next one so I'm not wasting your time. For the Dragon Ball Z saga, yeah, I kind of got a better glimpse on why they would end it like that. I mean, technically, it is the end of the entire series, while GT was just created for the anime base. And I guess they did a better job at ending the series than did the original Z. But Oob was, if I recall, Oob was the reincarnation of Boo, and then before Goku destroyed Boo, he wished that he would come back as a new, like a friend or something like that, someone that he could battle against in the future. So that kind of made sense then that he would go off and train him so that they could battle against each other. I mean, really, Gohan did nothing in GT, so I really can't give him much credit. And when he did become Ultimate Gohan or Mystic Gohan, yes, that's right, he really did nothing. I mean, he got absorbed by Boo in what? An episode in a series that would normally draw out a fight for about 3, 4 episodes of them just charging up. So, yeah, I can't say it was really disappointing, but I mean, to even have that episode in between, they had like 2 episodes in between in which Goku's taking care of eggs, and Boo is getting introduced by Mr. Satan to all the different people in the city, and they don't trust him. Yeah, just kind of okay. You just destroyed Boo, and now this happens for about 4 episodes. So yeah, I'll have to slightly agree, but then again, I do give them leniency. So all right, on since I didn't do uh, Romeo and Juliet anime since I didn't watch the thing, so I'll just leave that up to you. I'll take Gozar's true opinion on it. I mean, really, it's hard I think to take a Shakespearean play and then induct it into an anime. So I don't know. They go with their own ideas, but I'll just settle with what Gozar says. Well, this goes to show how well I've been into mainstream anime. I've only seen the first season of School Rumble, so I mean, even though I can rent out because I work at a game store, and it's got used DVDs as well, so I could rent out the entire series of School Rumble. I've only seen the first season, but so I'm gonna have to just trust you on that episode. I never saw the episode, but just comes to strike me that a lot of, I mean, School Rumble is technically, if I remember, a harem anime, so a lot of those, I mean, kind of just have those weird out endings that make no sense. Just just take Ladies vs. Butlers for example. I mean, I waited through that entire series to see a decent ending. Like, finally, this guy is going to choose the girl, right? Because of course I hadn't been following the manga very well, and it's actually very far behind the anime. The anime jumped pretty far, I think. But so you got your two-part ending. The last 2 episodes are actually the finale, and the girls are competing for this last water park ticket that the main protagonist wins. And of course, at the very end, the girls tie, so the guys got to choose. And this is where you get into that, like, oh, this is where I'd love to be. I'd love to be in this situation, right? 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 Both these girls are hot. Both these girls like me for some odd reason. And I can take one of them to a water park. What do? I pick both of them by giving them both the tickets and deciding not to go myself. Yeah, that's how my show ends. I'm a sissy boy who is a retarded person and doesn't know what the heck is going on. Yeah. I'd have to say, at least like the visual novel based ones that I've watched and actually played the visual novels for, so I know the whole backstory. They kind of have a more satisfying one, like School Days. Okay, the guy dies, the girl dies. Okay, but that's just one of the endings. They at least chose an ending for, especially for these visual novel ones, they at least chose the ending. And maybe not the one that everyone wanted. A lot of people I know for sure preferred to have him end up with one of the girls rather than getting his head chopped off. But Shuffle, I think, did a better job at doing this because they actually chose a girl at the end. They went through and did all the girls' stories throughout the entire series, and then actually chose a girl in the last, I want to say it was 6 episodes is when they started to go towards Asa. But they chose it, and then at the very last episode, they kind of made it that all the girls are still shooting for him and still pushing for him in the end. So then, yeah, you can leave it as a cliffhanger like that. But at least the protagonist chose someone, so I'm happy there. Happy day. I'm okay. I'm not sounding very excited. Yeah. But back on topic. Simply speed things along. Straight up, I agree with you, Gozar. That's pretty much it on this part. I think it was like a flashback episode, if I remember. I haven't been watching in a while, and I think you said that's how it is. But, I mean, flashbacks seem to be an important thing in anime. I mean, just look at the well-popular Naruto series, for an example. I mean, I think it was about every other episode they had to have at least 1 to 5 flashbacks. And while we're on this topic, I might as well complain about near the ending of this one. Instead of actually following Kishimoto and going right from, well, we lost Sasuke arc, to, yeah, Naruto's going to train, we're going to spend the next, 30 episodes on filler. Wasteful filler. Everyone's favorite filler, right? No. I ended up buying all the box sets for the original Naruto. So the first half of Kishimoto's work. And, yeah, so I've got 2 volumes of pure filler. I mean, the finale is right. I mean, he's going off with Jiraiya and then he's just reminiscing to the village before he leaves. Makes sense to me. But then to have all that filler in between for no real reason other than to just kill time. That is why we are behind by about 50, 60 volumes now. Or not volumes, 50, 60 chapters. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're stuck at. But now we go on to a couple of ones that I just want to poke fun at as well. I have to say, everyone knows Fooly Cooly, probably. At least in America, almost everyone knows Fooly Cooly. But it's only a 6-episode anime, and it's based on a manga. Manga. Honestly, no one has ever corrected me, so I'm just going with manga. Anyways, the last episode here, I mean, worthless to me. I mean, fine, it makes sense for the episode, but then at the very end, just to kind of like leave them there, like nothing happened. At least the manga at least had him go and blast off using the Vespa to fly towards where she is. I mean, yes, thank you. You devoted a whole chapter to that. Makes more sense to me. But, yeah, that's all I'm going to say on this part. On my final note, I'm just going to comment about Buh 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 Buh. That's right. I actually liked the anime version. The only problem was the finale. We didn't legitly get a finale because the series just got canceled randomly. And to come here, think about it, I heard that it was all about a whole bunch of Japanese parents constantly saying that the show is too stupid for their kids. I was thinking, yeah, the show makes fun of every anime that I've come to realize. Dragon Ball, Gundam, a whole bunch of others. And then you decide to cancel one of the best anime I've come across. Of course, stupid jokes. I get it. That's the whole point. So, yeah, I just gotta say I was really upset with that. And, yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it before I get into any more else. I want to actually go to bed now, so, No, actually, I want to watch Ranma. I'm going to watch the rest of that disc. So later, peoples.